I am live. And if you guys are in there, pop in and say hi. I did a live stream on Banana JSSI yesterday, and today we're doing one on Jungle Josie. Did you ever try those things? They're actually not bad. Not good for me, though. That's what happens when you batch it. I'm batching it. Batching it till this weekend. Wendy's away in Vancouver visiting her son, so I'm all by my lonesome. So if you're in there, guys, pop in, say hi. We can talk about things. We can talk about gardens. We can talk about the weather. We can talk about travel. We can talk about travel restrictions. As of October 30th, it's going to be a little tougher to get out of Canada. I'm not too happy about that. I may have to use the land border when they open it up and fly from the U.S. to where we got to go. Hopefully, man, I don't know how that's going to work. It's going to be tricky. It really is. Or maybe I have to rent a boat and go down to Costa Rica. I'm not liking the way things are turning out here, my friends. Hello, Jane. Aloha. Good to see you in there. It's still light out here on Salt Spring Island, and current temperature is a cool 9.3 degrees Celsius. We are down into the single digits right now. Current time is, I think it's around 6 something. Is it 6 something? No, 5 something. Jeez, you know what? This clock is not right. Hang on. Let me find out what time it is, Jane. That clock's not working. It's so annoying when you don't have a clock that works. Let me find out. It is 6:35. I guess it's around 6:35. So still nice and light out. And but cool, definitely cooling down at night. Long Johnson, say hi. Hello, GD Gardens. Hey, Joe, it's Zach. From some reason, my Palm channel doesn't work. What? No way. Really? That's crazy. I recently harvested my taro. Oh, taro, you going to make some poi then? You going to make some poi, Jane? Poi I like. A lot of people don't. I wonder why your channel's not working. Zach, that's kind of weird. Hopefully it hasn't been hacked or something. So, Jane, what do you use that taro for? Are you going to do the poi? Mash her up? Really? I'll have to look. Let me open up another tab here. And let's just see. Let's just see what we got here. It's not letting me go there right now. I'll do it right after this. For some reason, I can't get off because this live stream's working and I can't go to another channel right now. Harvested corn was large. So are you going to mash it down then? Is that what you got to do? You got to mash her down to make the poi? As you may know, all of the bananas are great. Cool. Well, our bananas took a real beating this summer. They don't look that great. They're big, but they look crappy. Are they really? They make Pringles 50 minutes away from? Wow, that's cool. You got a Pringles factory in your neighborhood. That's cool. Oh, it does say Tennessee. It says Jackson. It says Jackson, Tennessee on the back. Wow, cool. That's awesome. These are from the volunteer state. The corn wasn't large. Oh, okay. Okay. They make Pringles and Jackson, Tennessee. That's what it says. Right there. Made in Jackson, Tennessee. Cool. Used to eating something made in the USA. They got to be good for me then. You know what? They were on sale. It was like they're $1 something for that. So I had to get them. I don't usually eat them, but I do like Pringles. They taste pretty good when I do eat them. The air fried it is already. I air fried. Oh, you air fried it. Wow. So you can actually cook up that taro. I guess it's kind of starchy, right? So it's not all about making poi then, right, Jane? So does it taste kind of like a potato or something? Or maybe a plantain banana? I don't know if you guys have ever tried plantain bananas, but I like them. And I kind of cook them up like potatoes. I cut them into like banana chips and kind of fry them in a cast iron pan. They're quite good. That's good stuff too, that sparkling water. Cool. Man, I'd be going down to that Pringles factory if I were you, Zach, and getting some. They're probably cheap at the factory. I like salt and vinegar. Salt and vinegar are good. How old are you planted it, Taro? 10 months to harvest. 10 months. Lucky you. I wish we could grow taro here, but too cold up here. Yeah. Some of the ones are really red here that I shot a video of, and then you go to Peace Park and there's a green one. So it just depends where you are on the island, but the ones at the Mormon church are totally red. Taro is starchy. That's what I thought. I tried growing plants slow, but not so hardy. I don't think plantains are that cold hardy. Hey, Jane, have you eaten plantain banana? I'm sure you've probably tried plantain bananas. They're huge. They have them in the store here, and a lot of people don't even know what to do with them, but there's probably some good recipes for plantain bananas. I think a lot of the banana chips are probably made out of banana plantains, the non-sweet banana chips. 6 months, as little as 6 months to harvest. Wow, to grow. I've eaten one raw. Oh, you've eaten a plantain raw? Ugh. I don't think that would taste very good, would it? A raw plantain. It's like me. One time I tried a raw olive when I was at the olive farm on Salt Spring. It was gross. You know these Pringles? The problem with Pringles, are so addicting. I mean, look at these things. Look at the shape of them. How they fit in this container. They're nice and crunchy. You've actually eaten raw plantain, eh? I've never eaten one raw. I didn't think they'd really taste good. I'll have to try that. The problem with Pringles. I know that is the problem. Like, I just opened this up and now it's like halfway gone. So I need to okay, I'm gonna have one more. They're very addicting. And yeah, they've been making these things for years. They are so good, especially the salt and vinegar. Just one when it was ripe. So when the plantain ripens, does it have a little bit of a banana taste to it? Or is it just kind of like, I don't think they're that sweet though, are they? Aren't they more like kind of like bland? And I think they're starchy too, right? Plantain bananas. So I don't know. I mean, they have a bunch of them at the store. When I was in there today, there's a whole whack load of them in there. Maybe I should pick one up and do some cooking. Cook it up for Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving this weekend for us here. I have a very strong... Zach wants to be a moderator. I can make him a moderator. Where is he? There. Now he's a moderator. Traffic signal fan. We don't have any traffic signals here. There's no traffic lights on this island yet. Plantain tastes like Pringles without seasoning. There is a... You know what? Okay, so these ones right here, I don't know if you've seen these chips before. These ones are called Banana Joe crispy banana chips. Okay, they're not sweet. These are hickory. These are made out of plantains. These ones right here. So if you can find these in your store, no, I'm not endorsing it. I don't get royalties from it. But these Banana Joe chips are actually really good, and there's different flavors of them. But that's, I believe, are made out of plantains. I take it that you own your own company now. Banana Joe's, try them. And I'm not advertising. So anyway, oven. Let's just see. What are they say? What do they say? Crispy thin banana hickory barbecue. And it probably will say plantain in there. It says hand-picked. Okay. Use our finest Mikel bananas, over 2 bananas per bag. Our bananas are hand-picked while still green before most of the sugars develop, which lowers the sugar content. Within hours of harvest, we cook our chips in antioxidant-rich rice bran oil. Wow. So these are good for you, I guess, those banana chips. Yes, I'm a Smurf, Garrett. Take it your own. Yeah, these are actually good, and there are different flavors of these ones here too. So look for them. I'm sure. Well, let's see where are they made. They are made and imported. Where do they make these things? I don't know. Doesn't say. I'm guessing probably maybe in Asia somewhere, maybe Taiwan. Rice paddy, referring to Chinese. Rice paddy is a rice field, right? That's what it is, a rice field. I could have another one. I'm going to eat this whole thing. Wendy's away, so I had to make my own dinner. And I'm an okay cook, but not a great cook. So I had rice for dinner. I had rice with mushroom soup. I make rice and I put cream of mushroom soup in it, and it's actually not bad. Yes, I love Pringles too. That's the problem. I like them too much. And I got to stop eating them because, like you say, once you try one, it's like having a bowl of cashews or something in front of you on the table. You can't stop at one. You got to keep eating them, right? So, okay, I'm going to have one more. Anyway, I'm starting my holidays today. So when I got off work at 3 o'clock today, my holidays began. So now I'm officially on holidays. So I can do more live streams. I am going to be taking off soon. This weekend is Thanksgiving. So we have a friend coming over, and we're going to be doing that big chicken. Yeah, I know. I may eat the whole thing. You know what? You're probably right, Zach. I will probably eat that whole can of Pringles. Mini bowl of canned Pringles? Mini bowl. No, I will not eat the can, but I will definitely eat the Pringles. So anyway, yeah. So Thanksgiving here is, I think, Sunday or Monday. And like I say, we're going to be doing a big chicken instead of a turkey. We got those gigantic chickens on steroids. So I got to remember to pull it out of the freezer on Saturday morning because Wendy's away. Wendy doesn't get back home till Saturday afternoon. She's in Vancouver visiting her kid, her son. And so that's what I got to do. I got to pull that out, let it thaw out. I got to go get some Brussels sprouts. I know a lot of you guys probably hate Brussels sprouts. So, these are actually probably not very good for me, but I'm splurging because I'm batching it. I would rather eat that taro that Jane picked in her garden. That's way more healthy than the potato chips. And you know what? You could probably, hey, Jane, I bet you could probably make like taro chips. Yeah, maybe I've had them before, right? You can make taro chips out of taro, right? Slice it thin and then dry them or cook them, whatever you do. Man, is that good. So hope everybody had good weather today. It was sunny here today. And I did a lot of mowing. I mowed the sports fields, and then I had to line the sports fields again. Doesn't know. Yeah, I know Austin Powers. I've seen all of them. That's with Mike Myers. He's funny. Definitely love Austin Powers movies. I like Mini Me. Mini Me was funny too. That guy actually died, I think, that little guy. And yeah, fat bastard. That was hilarious, man. They should make a new one of that. You probably don't remember when was it? Let's just see. He starred in a movie with Garth and Wayne. Is that what it is? Wayne's World. Wayne's World. That was it. Remember that movie? Was it? Oh, he's an alcoholic. That sucks. That's one thing I never have to worry about because I really don't like alcohol that much. The only time I can really drink a cold beer is on a hot summer day. I have no desire to drink beer in this weather. I really don't, but I know there's some people that drink it all the time. You should get 10 Palms. Yeah. So when we eventually get down there, and I just found out again, it's like, oh, I just messaged my aunt that lives in another province, and I got my mom's name wrong on her birth certificate. See, I always thought my mom used her middle name as her first name, but I was wrong. Her first name is actually her first name. So when I sent away when I talk to the people that send the birth certificates, they want your parents' name on it. So I used her middle name as her first name, and I got it wrong. So now I got to phone them again tomorrow. I have to get the phone number from Wendy. I'm going to have to phone them again tomorrow and get another birth certificate sent to me. It's like, what a pain in the butt. It's like there's just so much paperwork involved when you want to move out of the country. It sucks. I can't wait till it's all done. Like I said, we're only in phase 1 of this. So it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. And yeah, I noticed things are shutting down now too. According to the crime minister of Canada, he says he wants you have to be fully what in order to fly out of the country or within Canada, to be on a plane, a train, a cruise ship by October 30th. That really doesn't give me much time, does it? So what am I going to do? And then I know Biden is saying the same thing. Anybody entering the U.S. by end of November has to have it as well. It's like crazy. I feel like Brennan is in the dark room his house. I don't know where Brennan is. Have you been to the East China Sea? I've never been anywhere in Asia. I like beer occasionally, but occasionally. Angela, real excited to hear that you're going to adventure. I wish. I want to. That's the whole deal, but it's going to be tough to escape, Angela. It really is the way things are going here. Somebody sent me a private message on Facebook, and it said by October 30th, the crime minister is making it where everybody has to be, I'm not going to say it, get the before they can go on an airplane, a cruise ship, domestic international flights, and even trains within Canada. Like, how crazy is that? That is crazy, man. That's like communism. He's a dictator. Hey, Camel, how's it going? I need 10 pounds of palms to grow. 10 pounds of palm seeds. Yeah, I don't have any palm seeds left. I'll be harvesting them in a couple of months. Did you know in Silver Rush, if you do not, lots of potatoes in Russia. They grow lots of potatoes there, right? Grow lots of potatoes in Idaho too. Don't they call that the potato state? Idaho is full of potatoes. Known for them. In Washington State, in Walla Walla, Washington, they grow some of the best onions. Walla Walla onions. See, I got to stop eating these things, man. They're just really, they're addictive. That's the problem. I love to work in a Pringles factory. Can you imagine that? You come home with Pringles every day. No doubt Russian vodka, right? Wouldn't surprise me. Is the walk shoe. We need to take care of these. Yeah, exactly. Angela, I'm with you, man. I'm glad you're in my tribe. I'm totally on the same page, in the same boat as Angela. And there's a lot of people that think the same way. Hey, Angela, where are you again? Are you in Canada or the U.S.? I'm guessing you're in Canada. My African horned melon took over the entire young loblolly pine. Wow. African horned melon. Sounds kind of wicked. No fruit yet. You know that vodka comes from Slavic term vodka, which means water. If you ever, it does look like water, and I don't like vodka. I don't like hard alcohol. I really don't. I had a bottle of it the other day, and I found it in the park a long time ago. And sometimes I pour them over top of my tikis because I think it kind of helps preserve them a little bit. So I poured a whole bottle of vodka over top of one of my tikis, and it just kind of soaked in. You're in Coquitlam, moving back to Edmonton. Oh, yeah. As all hell breaks loose. Yeah. Well, hopefully things are better in Alberta, Angela. Huh. I have a friend that moved from Port Moody to Costa Rica last year, and I wish I would have done the same thing last year. So anyway, we're going through the process right now, and I just pray we can get out of Canada before things get too crazy, man. I think there's a lot of people that feel the same way. Our friend moved to Sedona 2 weeks ago, Sedona, Arizona, and she loves it. So she lives on Salt Spring. House is going to go up for sale. She hasn't sold it yet, but she's down in Sedona. How warm is it here? It's around just under 50 degrees. Just under 50 degrees Fahrenheit. So not super warm. Cool out right now. Cool and clear. Clear sky. Today it was 13.4. So 13.4 is around, I think, 56, 57, 57, something like that. That was shade temperature, 57 shade temperature. So it felt warmer in the sun, but yeah, I was going to record temperatures in the shade. So that was the shade temp. Situation in the U.S. isn't good either. Much stuff is out of stock, shipping. I know. I don't really like, I just don't like the way things are going in either country. I'd rather be in the States than here, though. Moving companies are saying they're never been. I know. A lot of people are moving to the U.S. A lot of people are moving to Central America, Mexico. Even water is starting to go. Really? What the heck? I know, Angela. It's crazy. It's just like, it's like a bad dream and you want to wake up and it's going to be over with. Or kind of like maybe we're living in the twilight zone. 13.4, that sounds like. Yeah, it's 13.4 lows. Yeah, what was the low here this morning? I think it was 9.8. 9.8 or something like that was the low. But that's expected. I mean, we're pretty far north, right? It apparently they had frost in Edmonton this morning. They can have it. Water going out of stock. Well, there's no shortage of water here, that's for sure. What's 23M? 23M. 23C or 23M? What's 23M? Same here. We got our frosts come really late here at this end of the island, so usually sometime in December, but I've seen them in November. 23 there. Yeah, nice and warm. See, that's where latitude makes a difference, right? Nope, 23s are all done here now. All done. I had my fair share of that all summer. I'm looking at how happy the garden is right now, so that makes me happy. Because you know what? I was so sick of watering stuff. Every day I got home, I have to water. Now I can come home and do other things. And that's a good thing. 297K there. That's hot. I think December, yeah, you should get frost unless it's winterproof. Yeah, we can get it in December. I've seen it later than that too. I've seen where our first frost comes in February. Let's have a look-see. I'll tell you when we got our first frost. When did we have our first? Our last frost was in February. Our last frost was, let's see here. Was it February 14th? I think our last frost was February 14th. So we have a long frost-free growing season here. And I'd have to look in my other record book because this is this year's. So I'm not sure when our first frost was of the season. I don't want to look through all my books. I got a stack of weather records there. You want it to spread. You don't want it to spread. I like the Kelvins because, that does make it look like an oven. It makes it look too hot. Yes, 297 Kelvin. Well, I do Fahrenheit and Celsius here. But, yeah, no more real warm weather on the way here. It's going to be just seasonal now. I may have seen African horned melons because a lot of the farmers here do grow melon. In the science lab, probably, right? When they're doing stuff in the laboratory, the Kelvins. Kelvin Kleins. Yeah, so they grow a lot of melons here on Salt Spring Island. Like they grow watermelons, cantaloupe, honeydew, and there's all different other types of melons. I see them selling in the market, so I wouldn't doubt it. They do sell horned melons as well. There's a lot of cool stuff. The Tuesday market here goes, the farmers market goes till the end of October. and there's some really good produce in the Tuesday market. Saturday market's much bigger, and there's a lot of stuff there too. Yeah, the underwater measures how hot. Yeah, the underwear measures how hot you are for your wife. That's funny. Well, maybe Wendy will be on tonight. She did join in yesterday. She's sitting at like I said, Mitchell's place in Vancouver. I try not to go to Vancouver too much. It's too busy. I like it out here on the island in the boonies. And where we're going to relocate to, if we can get down there, if we can get out of Canada, it's not looking very good right now. We're going to be out in the boonies too. It's going to be quiet where we're going in Central America. So, God, I pray we can get out of Canada. Man, this sucks what's going on. I cannot believe this is really happening in the world, right? It's just absolutely a mess. And most of the world's in an entire mess. There's some countries that don't buy into it. Denmark, Sweden, Norway, Romania. I'm trying to think. A lot of the countries in Central America. Yeah, same with us too. It's supposed to be really mild here. I looked at the predictions for Canada and really mild along the West Coast. The Pacific Coast is supposed to be mild and wet. So that's okay. Thanks, Angela. Yeah, I'm not even a prayer, and I'm praying too. I just want this all to work out. I'm just kind of pissed off that I messed up on the birth certificate thing again. Now I got to reorder another one. So this will be my third birth certificate because Wendy ordered the first one, got my mom's first name wrong on it. I ordered the second one, and I made a mistake too because my aunt just told me. So now I got to order another one. What a pain. They're about $60 each. So that's a lot of money I've forked out just on making mistakes. Anyway, Angela, it's a big process. So once we get approved, then we can actually put our house for sale. Not selling our house until we get approved. What's the point, right? So you don't want to jump the gun. I mean, I do love our garden, and I do like our house, and I do like Salt Spring Island, but I'm really looking forward to a change. So once everything's approved, then we can actually put the house for sale. The real estate lady wants to come over next week and have a look. And I better write this down. Tomorrow, I have to phone the birth certificate place and write down my mom's name, Gracie. My mom's name was Gracie. Damn. So stupid of me. Okay. Anyway, appreciate it, Angela. Costa Rica had some pretty annoying lockdowns, but oh yeah, I know they did have some for sure, Toby. I know. That's what my friend told me. It's officially winter here. Tornadoes are wild. Yeah, not winter here. Not winter here yet. I hope we can just bypass winter. Winter is not my favorite season. I don't mind fall, and I love spring. Spring's my favorite season. Well, if we get to Costa Rica, and we're not trapped here forever, I don't know what'll be my favorite season. Will it be the wet season or will it be the dry season? Because there's two seasons there, right? And I know where we're going, they get a lot of rain. And like I said, about 119 inches of rain annually. That's a ton of rain. What we need are private pilots and planes. Yeah, we do. We do. And maybe there will be planes soon that just cater to people like us, right? Maybe I should. I'm not a pilot. I can't do that. Sorry. It's crazy. It is crazy, Angela. So you're moving to Edmonton. Wow. So I guess you don't mind cold weather then, huh? I guess you can. You're a hardcore Canadian. You can handle some of that cold weather. Me, I don't know. My ex, her aunt and uncle used to live right across the street from the West Edmonton Mall. And he actually had a really nice vegetable garden there. It was very convenient just to walk across the street to the mall. This year has been full of dry seasons. Yeah, we've been so dry. I really love September, December in Costa Rica. It's really nice. Only time the weather isn't great is when the dry season drags. Oh, that's like here too, the dry season. I don't like it. Oh, you're in Alberta, so cold. Okay. Well, Wendy was born in Alberta too. She was born in Calgary, and my ex was born in Edmonton. And but they moved to White Rock. They moved to the coast back in the 1960s. So she's been here. She moved here when she was, I I think she moved to the coast when she was 9 years old, Wendy. So she's been here pretty much her whole life. I guess the way you look at it, we have only 2 seasons, right? Yeah, we have 2 seasons here, wet and dry. That's what we say on the Gulf Islands, wet season and dry season. And we are in the wet season now, but it really hasn't been that wet. Like I say, the creeks are still dry. Actually, I got to upload that video. I got to find that video. Hey, I uploaded a video. Hey, Caleb, how's it going? I uploaded a video I shot when I got home from work of what I'm going to do to the Parajubea torellii for winter protection. And it's just kind of like the winter protection plan. And I got this Pabst beer umbrella. And so what I did, I rammed a steel pole in the ground beside the Parajubea, hollow in the middle, and the diameter was about that big. And the pole that the umbrella is on is about that big. So I just sit the umbrella on the hollow pole and open up the patio umbrella. Voila, that's the winter protection the Parajubea is going to get this year. And hopefully it will make it. That was a very expensive palm tree. I didn't buy it. Phil bought it for me. And I do not want to lose that palm tree. So I know they're hardy down to around -7 degrees Celsius. And hopefully we don't see -7 degrees Celsius. If it did get that cold, some freak cold snap, I might have to give it further protection and maybe wrap up the trunk or something. But what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to squeeze the fronds up. And you know something? It's really growing fast now. It's really pushing the center spears out. They love this cooler weather. A palm native to nearly, 11,200 foot in the Andes Mountains. So way up there, it gets cool. It never gets too frigid. So we're going to give it a try, and we'll see what happens. And hopefully it'll make it through the winter. I'm pretty optimistic, and I think the umbrella will help if I can keep it dry, tie the fronds up, and we'll give it a go, and we will keep you updated on it. And that way it'll keep the snow off. If we do get some snow, it'll keep the snow off of it. I don't want that. I really don't want to lose that palm. It's actually a very beautiful looking palm tree, the mountain coconut. If you've never seen one, watch the video. I mean, they do look like a coconut palm. 115, okay. Oh, is that right? Oh, man, sounds nice, Toby. Oh, I need to be there. I want to be there. I got to make it work. I want them to give us the stamp of approval. 60 inches. 60 inches? Okay, so 60 inches. Well, 30 centimeters is a foot. 30 centimeters is a foot. I like how stormy our winter is. I like thunderstorm. Yeah, we don't get a lot of them here. We do not get thunderstorms are very rare here, just like hailstorms, very rare. And like I say, when we do get hail, tiny little hailstones like that, they're so tiny. I'd like to see, well, I wouldn't want it, but I'd like to see one. I'd like to witness a hailstorm where the stones are like really big, like golf balls, but maybe I'm under a highway overpass or something, because that would make like an awesome video. I'd love to video a tornado, like being a storm chaser, storm tracker, and videotape. That'd make a great YouTube video, a tornado in action, right? And you're hiding somewhere, as long as you don't get sucked up wherever you are. But if you ever if you ever see a tornado, make one, a video. The way you described the summers on Salt Spring May Plains. Oh yeah, no, it's going to be a lot more warmer there than here. That's for sure. It's going to be hot there. Well, I'm assuming it'll be like Maui, but more humid. I'm thinking, you know what? I'm ready for heat. It's better for my joints and bones. I find when I'm in the tropics, I don't have any aches and pains. And what I find here in the wintertime, because it's so damp and cool, I'm starting to get aches and pains, like my elbows, sometimes my left knee, stuff that I damaged over the years doing sports, right? So my left knee really bothers me, and my elbows, I find, and even sometimes up in here. So too much abuse to the body over the years has taken its toll, and now I'm kind of paying for it. So it's better to be somewhere warm in the winter like that, nice and tropical, and I don't have to work in it. When I'm in Costa Rica I won't have to work. I'm going to be retired. So it can get as hot as it wants. I'm going to have a swimming pool and I'm going to have palm trees. That's the plan. Wendy will not get a place unless it has a swimming pool. So, no, yeah, I forgot. You are very familiar with Maui. Costa Rican weather is basically. Oh, is it really? Okay, cool. Yep. Been to Maui 6 times and been to Oahu 20 times. I've been to Hawaii 26 times now. So that's cool. That's good to know, Toby. And yeah, Angela, he's got lots of good information on Costa Rica because he goes there a lot, which is cool. But he lives in Texas. I think Toby's in Texas, which isn't all that far from Costa Rica. It's a lot closer flight from Texas to Costa Rica than where I live on the Southern Gulf Islands, right? It's a long way to Costa Rica. And the time difference in Costa Rica is about, I think it's 2 hours ahead of us. And Hawaii is 2 hours behind us, but soon to be 3 hours behind us. Something like that. So anyway, I dream about it being in the tropics. I really do. And if I can retire in the tropics, that's a cool thing. You moved to Texas in 2015. Cool. My son lived in Texas 2011 to 2012. He didn't live there very long. He went down there, got married because his girl's from Texas, born and raised, married her, and then brought her back to Canada. So she's in Victoria. They separated. They were together for quite a few years, separated. And she's in Victoria, and he's with another gal up there in Nanaimo, up island. Well, it's not way up island. It's about 35 miles north of here, something like that, 40 miles north of here on Vancouver Island. So that's where they are. But he enjoyed Texas, but it sure was hot. Through the summer months there, he was just a freaking bacon down in Westlaco, Texas. Hot, hot, hot. He says it was a cooker. Officially declare my climate subtropical monsoon. Cool. I'm not exactly sure what your climate is, but I know it gets pretty hot and humid down there. Kind of like Toronto. Mm-hmm. Here it's Mediterranean like, I know that. And hopefully soon I'll be in a tropical climate. Tropical climate. I can't wait to do live streams from the tropics. And I also can't wait to plant a Bismarckia palm. That's the first thing I'm going to plant down there if I can find one. Wouldn't that suck if I couldn't find one? Okay, Paraguay, cool. My cousin's got a place in Colombia. He's got a condo there, a condominium in Colombia. He loves it. He goes down there a lot. He's a chef. Being in a unit. Yeah, we get, like I say, we're 30 to 35 inches here. I think the way of life in Costa Rica is good for, it is. And actually, it's the blue zone. People actually live longer in that area. Did you know that? There's more centenarians. 29. Yeah, no, we were it was around 9.8 here today. Celsius. Frost everywhere. My bananas are not. Yeah, they'll take some light frost, the bananas. My climate is subtropical version of Amazon. Well, ours certainly isn't, not this far north. There's no such thing as any subtropical version of anything this far north. There's desert. We actually have true desert here. Yeah, so there's true desert up here in Canada, in British Columbia. I know that. I've been in the desert lots of times. Yeah. Humid, subtropical. Like I say, we got humidity now because we're in the rainy season. Yes, Toby. I like that. Wendy's a very zen-y person. She's right into, like, more into the Buddhism and just, she's very earthy and more mellow than me. I'm completely opposite than Wendy, right? So she likes to read tarot cards. She likes Buddhism, like I say, and very earthy things. Maybe kind of almost, I think Wendy's almost kind of part hippie. Maybe deep down inside, Wendy's kind of this hippie gal. Me, I don't know, man. I'm like this headbanger, heavy metal guy, and she don't like heavy metal. Some of the stuff she'll listen to, but she's more into really earthy stuff, right? And into nature, which is cool. I'm into nature too. One will evolve, but those life choice we take in anywhere's life. It's yeah, cool, yeah, and they're right into parks there too. I know there a lot of parkland there, and it's kind of like here on Salt Spring Island. There's a lot of earthy people here, and people are really into nature and in tune with nature because it's very rural. Tennessee is entirely humid subtropical on the Köppen map. Cool. Altitude and oceanic. Did I lose my mod privileges? I never knew you were a mod, but I can make you one. It doesn't matter. I'm kind of missing Bigfoot. I mean, where is he, man? I hate to say this, but scientists are saying those who took the treatment are going to get very sick, and I think so too. I know. That's what I keep hearing, Angela. And that's why I'm just kind of staying away from it. But as I said, my climate is insanely wet. That's all right. Wet's better than too dry. There's also a dark side. Costa Rica is a developing country with crime problems. Yeah, and it's everywhere you go. Sounds a lot like me. Yeah, I think, no, and Wendy's a sweet gal. She is. She's very mellow. Like when my voice is too high, she always tells me to lower her down a notch. Maybe she got sensitive hearing, but I don't have an inside voice. Italian people tend to kind of like talk a little louder, right? And I do. I kind of have a louder voice. No, this is a different channel. He forgot to unlock. I'll have to go to your other one after. So I wish Wendy was on here tonight. She did actually pop in yesterday and say hi. And it's too bad because maybe she's just assuming I'm live streaming on Banana JSSI. Like I say, this is just my random channel, okay? I put lots of junk on this channel. And the reason I shoot YouTube videos is just because it's a hobby. That's it. It's just fun. And I've been shooting YouTube videos since 2008. And it's just, that's all it is for me. It's just a hobby. So anyway, I'm glad you guys are tuned in here tonight. It's fun because you know what? I'm just kind of sitting here by myself. The dog's sitting down on the couch sleeping. I got a nice warm fire crackling away in there. Been burning a lot of eucalyptus. We have a wood shed and a half full of eucalyptus wood, firewood. And man, does that eucalyptus firewood burn hot. It burns so hot. You put one piece in there and it's cooking hot still in the morning. The embers are still red. Hey, Betty's in there too. Well, good to see you in there. That's nice. Gotta love Betty. Betty and Clyde. I'm sure Clyde's out duck hunting. Well, he maybe was out duck hunting, right? I know he said something about duck hunting the other day. Hey, are you guys going to have duck for, oh no, your Thanksgiving's in November. You know what? It kind of sucks because I like to celebrate the American Thanksgiving when we're on Maui. And this will be the second year in a row that I'm not on Maui. It just really sucks not to be there. Clyde is on his way south to kill some. Oh, nice. Well, hopefully he gets some ducks. I'm sure he will. I love duck meat. Duck is so good, especially if it's cooked properly. At Moby's Marine Pub, near Ganges, our village, Monday night is duck wing night. So it's called Buck a Duck. And I've told you about this before. It's a buck of duck wing. They're huge duck wings. They're done in a teriyaki sesame kind of sauce. Oh, God. They're to die for. And I usually get 12 of them, and Wendy gets 12. And they're just so good, those duck wings. Yeah, 80 inches of rain here so far. Wow. That is a lot of rain. Yeah, we've had just over 17 inches, something like that. But we still have to get through the rest of this month and November and December. So you know, we could easily get another 15 inches or so. You might have to include helping other Canadians. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, God, I'm much. Oh, are squirrels good to eat? Like I've heard you can eat them. I'd like to try one. I'll try eating anything. Okay, that's the thing with me. I remember going to the game dinner. I've gone to a few Rod and Gun Club game dinners, and they had everything there. They didn't have squirrel, but they had cougar, bear, and goose, and elk, and moose. And the cougar was actually really good. The bear, one time I had bear, wasn't good. 2 times I had it, was really good. So I guess it just depends what the bear's eating. So squirrels are delicious. Really? Oh, I'd love to eat a squirrel. Pawpaws and deep fried squirrel season. Nice. That sounds awesome. I just realized once the winter thunderstorms move in, we get torrential rainfall. Well, it keeps everything nice and wet and green. Squirrels are delicious. Oh, man. I want to try one. And I heard of possum. You can eat possum too, like possum stew. Have you heard of that? Possum stew? I think they eat that up in the Ozarks. Kind of hillbillies eat that stuff, don't they? I'd try it. I'm game. If I was down there, I would definitely eat a squirrel for sure. There's probably not a lot of meat on it. It's kind of like eating frog's legs, right? I've eaten frog's legs a lot of times. No offense to you people out there that are vegetarians. But I do want to try something like that, but I wouldn't know how to prepare it. I mean, how much meat is on a squirrel? Seriously. There's little tiny drumsticks on there. Our squirrels here are so small. We have these native red squirrels. They're like the cutest little squirrels. I'm guessing you guys in the South have big squirrels. No, darn it. Oh, signal just went, guys. Sorry. I don't know why. So if I disappear, that means the signal's gone. Signal just went and then it came back again. Yeah. So flooding is pretty much non-existent on Salt Spring Island because we're so high and rocky and mountainous. Yeah. Okay. I don't know why. We don't have any B&B guests here. We got B&B guests checking in Saturday morning. Both B&Bs are going to be full. So squirrels have a good amount of meat on their back legs, almost like a chick. Oh, nice. Oh, man. So it's a white meat, I presume. I'm guessing it looks like chicken meat. And what do you do? Do you roast them? Do you put them in a barbecue? How do you cook a squirrel? I'm curious. Is there squirrel recipes? Just did the valve stem in my truck. Just did the valve stem seals in my trucks. Oh, burning oil, is it? Yikes. Seals are gone. Engine rebuild. So the seals, so you put stem seals, so they must be leaking. Engine rebuild would cost more than the truck. Yeah, I guess. Please suggest Wendy watch Tarot by She's Helping. Oh, cool. Yeah, okay, I'll tell her to. Wendy loves tarot and stuff like that. She's right into that stuff. Let me write that down. Janine, by Janine. Maybe she watches her already. Janine. I like eating frog's legs. They're good, yeah. Caleb, Toby, the squirrels taste like what they eat, nutty, delicate. Wow. Oh, I like rabbit too. Janine is from Calgary. Tarot. Okay, I will tell Wendy to watch that when she gets home. Wendy will be home Saturday afternoon. And then we have a check-in. And one of our check-ins is a friend of ours. And we met her through the B&B. And she's going to come and have dinner with us, Thanksgiving dinner again. You're gonna go. I gotta eat some. I got to go eat. Okay, you go eat. I've just about finished these Pringles, and then I'm gonna have some more of my rice with mushroom soup in it. And then tomorrow, I don't know what I'm gonna have for dinner. I really don't. I have to use my imagination. I like eating anything, right? I'm not a picky eater. So I will eat anything. I can eat anything from vegetarian to meat. Doesn't matter to me. I just had Dairy Queen. Did you have a Dairy Queen burger? Did you have a Brazier burger? I haven't eaten a Dairy Queen forever. I like their ice cream. I like their soft ice cream. It's good. I think our favorite place to eat when we go off island, we go to grab a A&W burger. I do like a good A&W burger. Chicken strips. Chicken strips. And you put you have a sauce with them? Put them in a dipping sauce? I'm sure you do. Let's go, Brandon. Who's Brandon? Alan? Who's Brandon? Alan Bacon. Never heard of Alan Bacon before, but you're in there now. Tex-Mex all day, every day. Ha ha. Tex-Mex. You know what? This isn't looking good, folks. I've just about eaten that whole freaking thing of Pringles. Bad. My bad. I shouldn't have bought them. Oh, well, you only live once, right? Got to enjoy what you eat. That's what I always say. These ones are salt and vinegar. I do like salt and vinegar. Yeah, I'm glad I don't live next to that Pringles factory because I'd probably be getting a lot more. I'd probably have Pringles all the time. Probably weigh about 800 pounds sitting here eating Pringles because I'm sure they're pretty fattening. Dang, they're good. I got to stay away from that aisle tomorrow when I'm in the store. Oh, they had those on sale, Caleb. Watch NASCAR Let's Go Brandon video. Alan Bacon. Watch NASCAR Let's Go Brandon video. Why? Is it a good one? By bad, you mean delicious. Yes. Barbecued ones. Yeah, they had those on sale. They were same price as these, and I like barbecue, but I prefer salt and vinegar or just the plain Pringles too. Plain Pringles are good too. So we'll go for an hour here, and we'll see if we can go for an hour. I got less than 10 minutes to go, and we'll see if we can make it. And now that I'm off on holidays, I can do lots of live streaming. That's awesome. And I wish my motorcycle was still kind of on the road. I go out for a ride, but my motorbike's been off the road since September sometime because I put it away for the winter time. But that's going to really suck when I have to sell my bike. I'm going to be sad. I really am. I'm going to shed some tears when I have to sell my bike. I like my bike and I do enjoy riding my motorcycle, but you know what? I'll have to get another one when I'm down there. It just won't be a Harley. That's all. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I was going to say, what are you guys up to this weekend? I don't know if you guys are off tomorrow. Like I say, I've started my vacation, so I won't go back to work till the 18th. It's for a good cause. It's for a good cause. Thanks for these live streams. Yeah, no, I'm glad you guys join in. I mean, it's fun. I just like chatting with you guys. There's nobody around here to chat with. This end of the island is pretty quiet at nighttime. It's pitch black out here. Don't have any neighbors around. There's nobody to hang out with right now. So you know what? It's kind of like we're all hanging out together, right? And that's a cool thing. And you guys make it have good vibes. So that's awesome that you guys are in here and making it fun. Alan Bacon, the crowd was chanting, "Let's go, Brandon." I guess they don't like Biden, eh? Well, you know who I don't like, and I don't want to get too into politics. I just don't like the guy that's running our country. I just cannot believe they got that guy back in. It's just like beyond me that they voted that guy back in. I cannot believe it. He's just like the worst. He is absolutely the worst. It scares me. That guy scares me, man. And he should scare a lot of people. But there are people that have bought into it, and they probably like the guy. That's why they voted him back in. So it's because of him we want out of the country. We really do. I mean, before you know it, we'll be like North Korea here. Yeah, pretty scary. Yeah, no, I think we had a good turnout vote here, but you wonder if some of those elections are rigged, right? You just wonder about that. Are they rigged? I mean, how could he get back in? Every time I see a video of that guy when he's giving a talk or something, there's people booing him, throwing stuff at him, swearing at him, and yet the guy got back in. You know what, Angela? I think the election was fraudulent too. I think it was fixed, and that's what Wendy thinks too. She thinks it was fixed, and it has to be. Yeah, I don't like him either. I don't like him either, man. You know, at first I didn't think I liked Trump, but I think Trump was way better than Biden. I think Trump ran a good show, honestly. And people were getting back to work. He was putting a lot of people, unemployed people, back to work. So I don't know about that Biden guy. He kind of scares me too. He's kind of like the guy running our country. Not good. 81 million votes. 81 million votes in the U.S.? Isn't there like 345 million people in the U.S.? Well, I mean, a lot of those are kids, right? They can't vote, but remember when Trudeau said she covery? Yes, I think I do. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he has in store for us, but I'm not looking forward to it. Trudeau is this man of, yeah, he is. He does. He loves dictatorships. He loves the way China does things. 81 million votes for Biden. Is that right, eh? Oh, God. Trudeau he said he loves the way China does things. And that bothers me. That really bothers me, man. I can't believe this guy. I can't believe that they voted for that guy to run our country again. What is wrong with people, man? Now I'm getting all fired up. I can't get fired up. Bad for the blood pressure, man. It's beyond me. I mean, and who do you vote for? I mean, a lot of those guys are all crooks. They're all in the same boat together, right? You know, it's just, we have high unemployment. You know what we have? On our island, I find there's not enough workers. So I went to the coffee shop on Sunday to grab a coffee. They were closed due to lack of staff. Everywhere here has a lack of staff. It's like everybody's hiring, but nobody wants to work. I saw you filming in Maui years ago. Oh, cool. Right on. You saw me filming? Oh, were you on Maui when you saw me filming? Cool. I've got a lot of Maui videos, tons of them. I'm proud of all the Canadians moving. Hopefully Canada. Yeah, well, that's why we want to move too. Like I said, Wendy, one of Wendy's best friends 2 weeks ago moved to Sedona, Arizona. And she just came up 2 days ago to get her dog. They dropped it off at the border and she picked it up. Question is cast. Oh, that's what everybody says. The comparison is startling. And that's because I know Maggie, his mom, and his dad were friends with Fidel. And there's actually pictures of Trudeau, the dad, with Fidel Castro. And you know what? He does look like Castro. So he's got that communist blood in him. Oh my God. That's unbelievable. Yes, on Maui. Oh, so you saw me on Maui. Cool, Alan. That's awesome. Where was I? In Little Beach? Couldn't you put your bike on a container? Yeah, no, it's the taxes, but it's more than that, Toby. It's parts. It's getting parts for a Harley Davidson. Do you see a lot of Harley Davidsons in Costa Rica? I'll ask you, because I'm watching videos of Costa Rica and I see a lot of Hondas. People make more money sitting at home. Yeah, that's the problem. They don't want to work. I think Trudeau's was. Oh, really? And his wife was interesting. So you think Trudeau was gay? Pierre Elliott Trudeau. Oh, Frank, cool. Awesome. Oh, man, I miss it. Frank, we actually did a good interview with Frank. Wendy's got it on Gulf Island Rock. She did a really good interview, and she says, hey, Frank, can we interview you? And he said, yeah. So she did an interview with him, and we got lots of videos of Frank singing at Kahali's, too, because we go to Kahali's, the dive bar, biker bar, to go watch Frank and the boys perform at Sunburn Sounds, right? So lots of videos of Frank and Sunburn Sounds, and Frank surfing. Wendy's got videos of Frank surfing too. I miss it. I miss Little Beach, man. It sucks. I'll never go to Maui again, unfortunately. If Biden makes minimum wage 15, the entire place like that. Wow. Yeah, I don't know what our minimum wage is here. I'm not sure because I don't make minimum wage. I'm just not sure what it is. Cool. Yeah, no, you watch, look up Maui videos, Maui, go to Gulf Island Rock, Alan Bacon, and look up Maui. Just punch in Maui, that's or tag word or Frank, punch in Frank on her channel, use her search, and you'll find some stuff there. Little Beach, punch in Little Beach, you'll find it. Higher wages, higher prices. Ours is like 13. I'm thinking ours is 16. I don't know, maybe somebody can Google for me, what's the minimum wage in British Columbia? Hey, Angela, what's the minimum wage? That's why Castro impregnated Justin's mom. Pierre wasn't interested in. Wow. And that's what Wendy thinks too. And somebody else said that. Like a couple other people told me, they said they think that Justin is Fidel's kid. Isn't that crazy? His dad was a commie and a dictator. And that's why Trudeau's a dictator. That's crazy because there is a resemblance, right? There's a resemblance, a close resemblance between Fidel Castro and Trudeau and Justin. That's crazy. That's scary. We have this dictator running our country, telling people what to do. He's threatening people, man, with their jobs. So they said by November 20th, I think it's November 20th, all BC Hydro employees have to get the you know what, or you're going to lose your jobs. All federal employees and BC Hydro employees too have to get their jobs or have to get the you know what, the juice, or they're going to lose their jobs. That is crazy. He's making all federal employees get that juice. I'm glad. I'm a municipal worker, so I work for the Capital Regional District, thank God. And I actually phoned the union a few weeks ago and asked them what their take was on it. It says only healthcare workers in our sector have to get it. Wendy's on Telegram. I'm on MeWe. Traffic signal's back. Yeah, Angela, I'm on MeWe. There's no censorship there either. Look me up on MeWe, Banana Joe Clementi. Add me there. The hospital here requires all patients and work. Oh, man. They're doing that here too, though, Caleb. Same thing. It is. It's a lot of nurses are going to quit. This is what I don't get. They were our heroes at the beginning. All through this, they've been our heroes, the nurses and the doctors. And now, right at the end, 19 months later, they want everybody to get the juice or you're going to get fired. That don't make sense. What if they're planning to put... Well, they could. You never know. I don't trust any of it, man. I don't trust it. It scares me. And it scares me more that it's going to be tough for me to get out of the country because Trudeau said by October 30th, anybody that wants to fly out of Canada or within Canada or go on a cruise ship or a train has to have the juice. They have to have the juice, man. It's like somebody sent me, friend sent me that in a private message today. It's like, God, I hope that's not true. I didn't hear it. I don't really listen to the news, but that scares me. So how will I be able to get out of Canada? Like, I don't want to take that juice. I really don't. I just don't want it in me, man. I don't trust it. You know what I mean? It does actually worry me, that stuff. And I have all the other ones, from when I was a kid. And the last one I got was a tetanus. Get out. Yeah, I know. But the thing is, I got to sell my house. Fighters were required. Oh, good. Well, that's what they got to do. People got to start suing because what's going on is unlawful. It really is unlawful. Just read Bill S201. Go to the Canadian Labor Code and read Bill S201, Section 42-1. What do you... I don't trust any of it. I don't trust any of it. I've so much negative stuff, so many deaths from it. No, I don't want it in me. It's not even approved. That's why I don't want it in me. I will never, ever get that in me. Never. No, and there's a lot of people like me that feel the same way as me. They don't want it. So they're pushing it too hard. And when somebody pushes something too hard, I kind of shy away from it. So the more they push, the farther away I'm going to be from it. Well, so does Trudeau. Caleb, so does Trudeau. It's amazing, like good guys like Kennedy get knocked off, right? So anyway, we'll just see in a few years. Unfortunately, in Israel, they're saying if you don't get the third one, then the first two don't count anymore. And that's a kind of a strike against you, and you lose that special little card you get. That's the way it works. So if you don't get your third one, the first two don't count anymore. And once you don't, and so pretty soon there's going to be a fourth one. If you don't get the fourth one, then the first three don't count. That's the way it's going to work. Guaranteed. A piece of advice juice. Yeah. You got to watch that. Yeah. He probably will of old age, Caleb. I'm sure he probably will of old age. Because I think Biden's probably like, isn't that guy like 80 years old? Is Biden, he's in his 80s, right? He's like super old. Maybe the guy's suffering dementia too. I mean, maybe he's not really all there upstairs, right? Making it, that's the thing. See, that's why I don't want it. They're pushing way too hard. And people are losing their jobs because of it. It's absolutely crazy. He's like 85. Is he really that old? Holy man. That's insane. Yeah, no, he's got dementia. What is he doing as president, man? What the heck? I don't think he's going to be around much longer anyway. I mean, he may have a jammer up on when he's giving a talk at his podium there. He might just have a jammer and just drop right on right in front of everybody when he's giving a talk, right? When you're that old, he's got to be like the oldest president, right? 78, still pretty old. Okay, so he's up there. So he's still pretty old. I don't know. Some of the other ones were pretty old too. I think Reagan was pretty old, wasn't he? And I think the youngest, Kennedy, was very young, wasn't he? Kennedy was a very young president. That was before my time, though. As I said, Joe, get a green card. Yeah, I know. But the thing is, yeah, I don't know. That's what our friend's doing, getting a green card. Trump is 75, so he's getting up there too. Get a green card. That's what our friend's doing in Sedona, Arizona. She's got a business down there, so it's easier for her. For me, it'd probably be a little bit different. I'm in the UK, the only one in my family. I'm with you, Danico. I am with you, Danico. So, unfortunately, my kids have it. Two of my kids, my oldest kid, I don't think has it, and Wendy's family has it too. But hey, you know what? Freedom of choice. I believe in freedom of choice. If you want to get it, that's fine. I don't look at you any differently. What's good for you might not be good for me. So good on you. If somebody gets it, hey, great. But don't force it on me. I don't want people to force stuff on me, and I don't like the way they're forcing it on everybody. It's pretty scary. Biden is the oldest. JFK was the youngest. Yeah, JFK was pretty young. Ben Shapiro. Isn't he like a lawyer, Shapiro? So I think Kennedy was like in his 40s when he got nailed, right? I think wasn't he like 45 or something? I think he was pretty young, Kennedy. You guys can Google that for me. Kennedy, how old was he when John Hinckley Jr. Nailed him in Texas when he was in that parade going by there? It wasn't a parade. He was I guess he was in something driving by in his convertible. I don't want it in me, Danico. I'm just I'm last in line to ever get it. As a conservative activist. Oh, he's okay. So he's a conservative activist. Yeah, I thought he was a lawyer. Yeah, you need somebody like that for president. Yeah, well, you know what? 43. Okay, there you go. I thought he was 40, 45, 43. Okay, he was young. JFK, very young. So if Canada locks a citizen, Texas. Yeah, hello. I'll go down to Galveston Island, Corpus Christi. I know they do get hurricanes down there, though. But yeah, or even Westlaco, where my son lived in Westlaco was pretty nice. He liked San Antonio. He liked to go down that river walk in San Antonio. It looks really beautiful there. And it looks like some of the palms are actually recovering from that freeze. And that was a bad freeze. But I see people posting pictures of some of the palms that are recovered. And now I know the city workers have cut down a lot of palms that probably would have recovered. And that's pretty sad. Anyway, if you want to take me as a refugee and I can't make it to Costa Rica, I'll come to Texas. Publican side, but he claims he does not like either president. Interesting. Yeah, I don't really follow politics that much. I just don't like who's running our country. Yes, I'm about freedom of choice. And you know, Canada used to be a free country, but it ain't that way anymore. Yeah, tyranny, that's what it is. It's a tyrannical government. Call him a Tyrannosaurus Rex, right? That's what he is, man. He's just like his daddy that ran Cuba, right? It's scary, man. It is scary times we're living in. It's like watching an episode of the Twilight Zones. And it's seriously, I talk to people and it's like a bad dream. They want to wake up from it. It doesn't end. It's not a dream. This is reality. We are living in reality, 2021, and it's a worldwide thing. But there's a lot of countries that don't buy into it anymore. Unfortunately, Australia, England, Canada, and New Zealand, we're those countries with the Queen on our money, and they buy into it. And that's really upsetting. That's really, really upsetting, man. It just sucks. I really wish I was not here right now. It's not the Canada I grew up with. I was born and raised here, and I don't feel the same about it anymore. I'll miss our island, but I won't miss the Great White North, despite that our federal. Well, that's good. Our state, that's good, man. Alberta's like that too. Alberta is like the Texas of Canada. Tennessee and Texas. Yeah, cool. I like that. Well, I can get them up here too because I got my pal. And I do actually have a really nice Ruger, but I have to get rid of that if I move. What are gas prices here? Okay, for the cheap gas, it's about $6.50 a gallon. For the cheap grade gas, about $6.50 a gallon. And for the good stuff, you're going to pay well over $7 a gallon, probably closer to $8 a gallon. Salt Spring is a very expensive place to live, okay? Property, food, gas, rent. Rent is so expensive. So most people here have 2 or 3 jobs. I don't. I'm lucky I have a good job, and Wendy's got a good job, but most people have 2 or 3 jobs just to make ends meet and pay the rent. It's crazy. If and when Texas. Cool. That would be nice. So do you think they're going to, what do they want to do? Become independent, like break away from the US? Like, really? Is that true? They actually want to break away from the States and become like a total independent kind of like country? Oregon follows California. Yeah, unfortunately, right? So California's bought into all this stuff too. It's sad. Alex Jones and David has been warning us since the 90s that we were on it. Yeah, exactly. You're right, Angela. Angela, you're awesome. I like Angela because I think the same way she does. That's what we will do if we keep. Cool. Well, I think there'll probably be like a civil war or revolt, right? A revolution. I think Mexico's had revolutions, right? So there'll probably be a revolution. They'll revolt against the government. The problem is with Canada, people are too nice up here and they comply. Everybody complies, and that's why this isn't going to end. They said they would flatten everything in a couple of weeks. Well, that was 19 months ago, and I don't see any flatness. I just keep seeing waves rolling in. You might as well get your surfboard if you know what I mean. It's never going to end if people keep complying. I don't comply. I'm not that type of guy. Like I say, I usually go the opposite way. If a mass of people are doing one thing, I usually go the opposite way and do something else. So, tyranny, it's terrible, man. What's going on here? I'm not proud to say that I'm a Canadian anymore. It's not the same. You know, I better fly this little flag here. There we go. There's a nice flag right there. See that? There you go. We got do I have a Canadian flag? You know what? I don't have a Canadian flag in here anymore. I think I got rid of it. I have this. I have Hawaiian flags. I might have to get a Costa Rican flag too. Costa Rican flag. So Tennessee and Texas are literally take to the United States to back. Yeah, right on. Yeah, I like that. I like the way Tennessee thinks, you see? And Texas. Texas a bigger mess. I'm saving up for my own welder. And I'm gonna. Oh, are you really? Good for you. Yeah, my dad used to weld. My dad was a body man. Body man car painter. I feel like I'm in the US right now. There we go. The old stars and stripes. What do you think, folks? You like that? My dad is cool. My dad is right on. I have two. That's it. Only two. And they're okay. But I only have two. Nothing to brag about here. Oh, do you know how to weld? Yeah, I've welded before too. I haven't welded in years. I used to weld stuff years ago. When I worked on the mushroom farm, I had to weld the machines when they broke. I used to be again, but I understand how important it is. I totally agree with you, man. I'm with you, Angela. I do. I got my PAL in April, so I do have one. I went up to Cabela's a couple months ago or whatever, maybe a month ago, and I bought one. Yes, there we go. The stars and stripes. I know how to stick weld. Cool. Yeah, my dad was a good welder. He had an arc welder, and then he had oxygen acetylene too, because he was a body man. My dad's man gave him a full. And I've done spot welding when I was in metal shop too, and brazing, spot welding. So I kind of like that flag. That's a nice flag right there. Right there. We'll just have to hang this right here. Have to hang it somewhere where people can see it. Fortunately, it doesn't fit in there. Anyway, I can see it. That's all that matters. So it is down at the Rod and Gun Club was absolutely awesome. So Angela, what you do is you get yourself a firearm. You go down to the Rod and Gun Club and you shoot targets. It is a lot of fun. So I went 2 or 3 weeks ago with one of the guys I work with, and we set up a bunch of targets, and we had a blast. It was just absolutely awesome. I really enjoyed it. Rod and Gun Club, it's a good, safe environment. So, hey, I'm going to show you guys some big bananas. You guys want to see some big bananas? What do you think of those big bananas? You see those? Look at the size of those bananas right there. I'm standing under those bananas. When was this photo taken? This photo was taken a long time ago, but there are some giant bananas for you. That's what they call an urban jungle. Folks, that is an urban jungle right there. You gotta love urban jungles. I think the Tennessee flag is a new flag. Cool. I like the Hawaiian flag too. Our bananas are about, I guess, 15 feet tall, something like that. But they don't look very good, man. They're just really, really beat up. They are beat to crap from the dry weather in the summer months, right? So, and they're slowly recovered a little bit, but now the weather's getting cooler and stuff like that. So I'll be wrapping the trunks up for winter, I guess in November, something like that. I'll still wrap them, and then I'm going to add some more seaweed and mulch to the soil. And if we put the house for sale in the spring, I at least want them to look decent, right? And for the new people, when they look at the place, say, hey, there's some nice bananas there, not some crappy looking ones. I must 17 feet. Wow, that is massive. Holy cow. Loving the heat down there. Lone Star State. Lone Star State heat. You got to love that, man. Yeah. Hey, what part of Texas were you in again? You're in Dallas, right? Dallas, Texas. And the capital is Austin, Texas. But people want to think Dallas is the capital. I think Austin is the capital. And remember, well, you don't remember. Buddy Holly, he was from Lovett, Texas. I think that's more northern, isn't it? Isn't Lovett, Texas, north of Dallas? I'm pretty sure it is. I should know this. I've talked to all those places on my radio. Yeah, some of the flags are pretty cool. Some of the state flags. I really do love the Hawaiian Island flags. It's really nice. We got it flying out in front of the B&B. We don't have a Canadian flag in front of our B&B. I actually pulled it down. Northern suburb of Dallas. Okay, cool. The flags we have in front of our B&B, we have a Salt Spring flag. We have a Kanaka Maoli flag. We have a Hawaiian flag and a British Columbia flag. We don't have any Canadian flag. I took it down. I just don't want it up there anymore. So I'm not as patriotic as I used to be. And I mean, it was pretty subtle anyway, but I'm not as patriotic as I used to be now because the guys running our country is ruining it. And I think a lot of people feel the same way, unfortunately. So I'm going to adapt very well to Costa Rica if I can get out of Canada. That's the part that scares me. Am I going to be able to get out of Canada now, folks, with all these new rules and regulations? I mean, I don't want to get that juice. I don't. That's the only way I'll be able to get out of Canada, maybe if I get the juice. My Valentine is 3 feet tall. 4 feet. Yeah, my Acuminata is about 4 feet tall, I think, something like that. Welding class is good to take at school. And welding is such a great thing, too, like a career. I mean, you can make a lot of money going on your own and becoming a welder. There's a guy here who's got a portable welder on his truck, benches that were concreted in. And the guy works said, why don't you take a grinder to him? I said, why don't we get the guy with a cutting torch to come? So the guy pulls up with his welding truck, and he had all those benches out of there in probably a half hour. Cut them all out. Gone. Threw them on the back of his truck. It was awesome. And made a lot of money doing it. So you know what? That's smart to get a welding ticket. Yeah, mine's not in the ground. Mine's in a pot. It's outside. It looks absolutely awesome. Actually, I took a picture of it. I'll post it later on Facebook. The only bananas we got in the ground are Musa Baju. Acuminata is too fussy here. It's just too tropical. So like I say, that was the first banana I ever tried. And they don't like cold. So they're going to freeze here in the wintertime. So I'll bring it in and I'll have to give it away when I move. I'm going to have to give away all my potted plants when I move or sell them. I might just sell them because we have a lot of date palms. We have Trachycarpus latisectus, Martianus. I have a Camarops, needle palm I should put in the ground. Washingtonias. The palms in the nursery, if they don't go with the house sale, then I have a buyer that'll buy every single palm in our nursery. He's already messaged me twice, and he wants to buy every palm we have in the nursery. So that's a good thing. And we have a lot of palm trees to sell. He's going to have to make a few loads over here, a few truckloads to get them all. So that's cool. He doesn't live very far. He lives on the Big Island. The variegated palm's doing good. But, Caleb, I think I put it in the ground. I moved it again. I think it's going to resort back to normal because there's only one variegated leaf on it, and the other ones are green. It'd be cool if they're all variegated, but I have a feeling it's just going to turn back to a normal green palm when that leaf goes. Too bad. To have a variegated palm would be cool if it stayed variegated and all the fronds are variegated, but I've only had 2 so far. I know. I'll do an update on it. Maybe this weekend I'll go show you what it looks like. It's doing okay. It's not very big. It's small, but hey, it's a start, right? It would be cool if another frond opened up and it was variegated, but at this point I'm not seeing that. But like I say, what I am seeing is growth on the Parajubea torrelii. That just absolutely loves this cool weather. Oh, and I did an update on the Trithrinax campestris palm we have too. So it looks okay. It's actually opening a frond up despite the cool weather. So maybe it does like the cool weather. So Trithrinax campestris is growing. I can't believe it. I'm an hour 20 into this freaking live stream. Oh my God. So maybe I should pull the plug here for a little bit. I can do a live stream tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. So tomorrow morning I have to go to FedEx because somebody's interested in my palm books. But you know what? They're going to wait way too much. And the shipping is going to cost way too much. So it's probably not going to be worth it. Yeah, no, we're getting some good chats in here. It's fun. This is actually a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it. I really do. And you guys are awesome to be in here late at night. I don't know what time it is now. What time is it, Caleb? You're the same time zone as I don't. This clock's wrong in here. I think this one's saying so. It must be. Is it 7:48? I guess it's 7:48. Your Washingtonian Robusta. Yeah, our Washingtonian is pretty happy. It's in the front garden. 7:50. Okay. So we'll go for a few more minutes. Maybe we'll go to, they'll make it 1 hour and 30 minutes. Okay. And then I'm going to pull the plug and I'm going to go get a drink. It's 9:48 here in Tennessee, 7:48. Okay, 7:48. Yeah, because my clock's not right on here. It's saying 10:48. And I know it's not 10:48. If the variegated palm stays variegated, can I purchase? Where are you? Sure. If it stays variegated. I don't think it will, though. Like I say, all the other leaves on it are green, and you got this one strap-like leaf that's variegated, so I have my doubts. But yeah, I could do that. I'm not taking anything with me. I can't take any plants to Costa Rica. You know, they all have to stay in the ground here. So the people that buy this place are going to get a lot of palm trees, a ton of palm trees. And I'm hoping, like when we advertise this house for sale, it's going to be with exotic gardens and palm trees. So people that come to see this house are going to expect it and hopefully like it, right? They're going to be buying the house because of the gardens too, because the gardens are a big part of this place. That's what kind of makes this property are the exotic gardens. And when people drive by here that are tourists, they always stop in front and they look because you can see our place. We're right on the main road on the north end of the island, and you cannot miss the exotic flora. 1040 your place. Yeah, no, that's what it says on the computer. It says 1050, but this computer's wrong. I have to set the time on it, but I've never figured out how to set the time on this computer. What do I got to do to set the time on it? Do I click on the time? No. Oh. Maybe I do. It is the 7th today. How do I set the time? I got to the calendar. I want the time. No, I don't know how to set the time. I'm trying to, folks. I'm not a computer whiz. Set up your calendar to see where you need to be. I want the time. How in the heck? So annoying. I don't know how to do it, man. I have to figure that out after. Yes, full yard update. Yeah, I mean, you guys know what this yard looks like. You've seen it many times. You're probably bored of it. So I'll try to shoot a video somewhere in town tomorrow. Maybe I'll go to, let's just see, where should I go tomorrow? I could go to Grace Point and do shoot a video of like a 20-something foot tall fatsia tree that was planted in the 1980s. It's like big. It's a big fatsia tree. It's like huge. So I could do that. Maybe I'll go in there. Hopefully the gardener didn't cut it down. That's what worries me. The other gardener, she probably cut the thing down. She's cut a lot of other things down in there. She cut down some beautiful plants at Grace Point. It's absolutely sickening. Okay, time set, folks. How do I set my time on a computer? Get started. No. I don't know. I don't know how to do it. It's pretty annoying. I don't know what I have to get into to set the time. I click the time and then a calendar comes on, but I can only set the calendar. Oh, well, I'll mess around with it after. See if I can play around with it. Okay, guys, you know what? I think I'm going to go now. I need to get a drink, and then I'm going to go grab a cold popsicle. And I'm going to go sit with the dog because the dog's probably really lonely sitting down there in the living room all by himself. Anyway, check out the video I uploaded on the Parajubea. It's on my other channel. And I just shot it when I got home from work today. And check out the protection method I'm going to use for the Parajubea. And I think it's going to work. I mean, really depending how cold it gets. If it gets to -7, I hope it doesn't get to -7 degrees Celsius. Then I might have to wrap some burlap around it. But right now, it's going to be what you see in the video. And it's just the protection plan, right? So I took the protection plan off. I just put the protection plan on to shoot the video, and then I took it off when I was done. So anyway, guys, take care. Have a good night. Thanks for joining in there. Aloha, Toby, Josh. Good to have you in there as usual. And Jane and Angela and Zach. And who else? Who else is in there? Oh, yeah. And then there was Alan. Alan was in there. And, well, if I'm missing anybody, thanks for coming in. And I got to try to figure out the time of this because it's really annoying when I see 10:53 and it's not 10:53. All right. Because if it's 10:53, it's way past my bedtime. All right. See you guys later. I'm going to end the stream. I'll do a live stream tomorrow on the other one on Banana J. And if you're in there, pop in. Aloha and cheers and have a great day tomorrow, everybody. I'm off tomorrow and I'm looking forward to it. Holidays for me. I'm so excited. Cheers to you.